to the July 2009 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Memo. My name is Jeff Robinson, Senior Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, a nonpartisan agency of the Iowa Legislature. This month's memo covers the first month of fiscal year 2010, the fiscal year that began July 1, 2009. Net receipts for the month of July continued the significant negative trend shown in the preceding 4 months, falling 6.1% compared to the month of July 2008. State General Fund revenue has not shown true positive growth for a single month since November 2008. For the month of July, while gross revenue did increase a modest 1.2%, the dollar volume of tax refunds increased significantly when school infrastructure refunds are included, resulting in a negative 6.1% rate of net growth. The net revenue graph on the front of the memo shows the net revenue decline for July compared to July 2008. A more long-term look shows that net revenue has declined 8 of the past 12 months and for each of the past 6 months. The largest revenue sources for the State General Fund are personal income tax and sales and use tax. The gross personal income tax decline of 6.1% for July came on the heels of an 8.9% decline in June, and it now makes 4 straight months of declines in gross personal income tax receipts. Including December and February, declines were shown in 6 of the past 12 months. Gross sales and use tax revenue for July increased 40.8% due to an accounting modification related to a change in the 1-cent sales tax for school infrastructure. That former local option tax now flows through the State General Fund and flows back out through a refund appropriation. What appears as a large increase in receipts is in reality an accounting change. The large increase in gross sales and use tax is offset by an increase in sales tax refunds. The monthly memo also provides 2 basic economic indicators. Iowa non-farm employment was down 44,200 jobs in June compared to June 2008, using numbers without seasonal adjustment. The top line on the graph shows the last 10 years of the non-farm series using a 12-month average. Iowa employment peaked prior to the last recession in January 2001 at 1,479,000 jobs. The low point of the recession occurred in September 2003 with the 12-month average of 1,440,000 jobs. The most recent peak occurred with the October 2008 reading of 1,525,000, and the 12-month average has declined noticeably since then. The lower line of the graph presents Iowa non-farm employment as a percent of total U.S. non-farm employment. Although Iowa has experienced significant job declines in recent months, as shown by the blue line, the U.S. economy has been having even more trouble, so Iowa's share of total U.S. employment has been increasing for about 18 months since the start of the official U.S. recession in December 2007. During and after the 2001 recession, Iowa employment dropped 38,800 peak to trough, calculated off a 12-month average of the unadjusted non-farm series. Since peaking in this past October, this 12-month Iowa average has fallen 18,600 jobs, and this statistic continues to accelerate downward. The Consumer Price Index, the more volatile line on this chart, peaked at an annual rate of 5.6% in June 2008, driven up by the high cost of fuel. The economic slowdown has dropped the inflation rate significantly, and the annual rate is now negative 2.1%, an inflation rate not experienced in this country since 1950. A less volatile inflation calculation is the core CPI, an inflation gauge that excludes food and energy prices, and it's the less volatile line on this graph. That rate has also been declining and is now reported at positive 1.5%. The condition of the State General Fund is important not only to members of the Iowa House and the Iowa Senate, but to all residents of Iowa. I thank you very much for your interest and encourage you to join our mailing list to receive automatic monthly announcements of when this monthly memo gets updated. Goodbye and have a great day.